Welcome into Bon Appetit. Can you
I'm
smell
not talking,
it?
I'm smelling it. You're talking, I'm
Oh,
smelling.
loving it. We've got back with us the executive chef, Brandon Burleson from Central. This time we have something that we're going to do that you're just going to love, but you are going to be a part of this. You can help with this. So Brandon, I'm going to turn it over to you and you tell us about it.
All right, so what we got going on at Central this summer, it started on Memorial Day and it finishes up on July 31st, is we're part of the James Beard Foundation Blended Burger Project. So what they did is they wanted chefs across the nation to replace some of the beef in their beef patties, or any meat patty, I guess, with mushrooms. And what we chose to do is with King Trumpet and Brown Beach or Hans Meiji mushrooms, which happen to be my favorite just because, honestly, they're little cute mushrooms.
They are,
Yeah.
they're darling.
So we replaced 30% of our burger patty with the mushrooms cooked down, and our play off of it is with a beef Wellington. So we cook the mushrooms down after they're ground up like a duxelle, and instead of putting on top of the beef tenderloin, because we have filet in our ground beef that we do in house,
wow.
we mix it in with it. And then on top, we do green peppercorn sauce, and then instead of using the foie gras pate, we mix it in and make a mayo out of it, or an aioli. So everything's blended. It's like a beef Wellington minus the puff pastry. We have our homemade brioche burger buns.
Wow.
Nice.
Do you serve this for lunch, dinner? or what?
This is for lunch, and then we're going to start offering it up on Friday and Saturday nights as well.
Okay.
So come out and give it a try. We want everyone to try it, and please vote for us. You go to thejamesbeard.org.
Okay.
Go to the voting section under the Blended Burger Project, find Central, and which hopefully is near the top still.
Yes.
And give us a vote. You can vote once a day, every day.
And you're one of only 3 in the state who've
One
been
of-
chosen to even be in the contest. Is that
Right.
right?
One of 3 in the state and one of less than 200 in the nation.
Fantastic. Well, it smells great, so tell us how you do it.
So what we do is Eric, our baker that's in-house, local guy, he makes all of our brioche buns daily. So we just take those, cut them in half. And on the bottom, I'm big on, because your tongue being on the bottom of your mouth, putting a lot of the flavor under the patty so it doesn't get lost.
Okay, that makes
Had a cook
sense.
actually show that to me. We were trying some things when I was down at the beach, and we were putting grilled pineapples on burgers, which, by the way, is my sister's favorite. We swapped it up and put it up under the patty, and people thoroughly enjoyed it.
Good.
I'm gonna flip this.
Ooh, that looks good.
So, by the way, because of the mushroom being in, you have to use a real, go ahead and cut that off. You have to use a real lean cut, because the mushroom will replace the fat, so therefore it's more healthy. Part of the reason that they wanted to do this burger was doing the fact that it takes 1 gallon of water to grow 1 pound of mushrooms. It takes 1,000 gallons of water to get 1 pound of ground beef.
Wow.
Who
That's
had the time to
interesting.
figure that out?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
So we use all of our house seasonings, put it in, and then we pull this out. But it also, because you're replacing the fat with the mushrooms, you're replacing about 1/3 of the cholesterol and the fat in the burger itself. So it's a
Okay.
much healthier option.
And you get a lot of extra vitamin D because mushrooms are loaded with the vitamin D, which we all
Right.
need.
So that's we'll take the burger now. It's got a nice little crisp. It's also probably going to be the most tender burger we've ever had. So be careful not to let it fall apart.
Stay together.
So it's
Perfect.
I'm going to set this back over to the side.
All right.
Also get our green peppercorn cream sauce.
Oh,
So traditional, this or a Bernaise traditionally with a Wellington. So we can take this, just ladle a little bit on top.
Goodness gracious.
that's got to be good.
So it's
Yeah.
going to be nice and rich. And then the last thing we put on it is we use Mr. Ralph up in Auburn has a nice tomato farm, or nice farm in general, but we use his tomatoes. We marinate them in a little bit of white balsamic and fresh herbs.
Ah,
Oh,
So
that'd be good.
just right on top,
bingo.
and then skewer it through.
And you, look at how beautiful that is.
And I guess I could do it a little bit so you see the tomato a little more.
Isn't that wonderful?
Folks, it looks good, it smells good, I know it is good. And tell us one more time where they go to vote.
You go to jamesbeard.org, look for the Blended Burger Project, find Central, and hit vote.
Okay,
Okay,
and
great.
remember, Central is downtown on Coosa. And
Valet parking available.
And it is free. No charge for that, and your hours are?
Our hours are 5 to 10, 5:30 to 10, excuse me, for dinner, Monday through Thursday, 5:30 to 11 on Friday and Saturday, and 11 to 2 Monday through Friday for lunch.
Okay,
Very
well,
nice.
we'll see you
The bar
there.
opens at 4.
Okay. Thanks for being with us, and we can't wait to dive in. Go vote. We'll be right back.